So where is my slides? There you go. So once again, officially welcome to today's XFusion opportunity call. We did already a call 2 days ago where we spoke about the community. Our goal is to unite people from all over the world with the same goal. And this goal is to live a better life, not only for them, also for people they will inform about what we are doing. And living a better life is not only based on money. It's also based on how I see myself. How do I feel myself? Am I really the person I want to be? This we had on Tuesday. We help each and everyone with our academy that you can personally grow. Here we show you how you can financially grow. This is what a lot of people are already using since the beginning of December. What do I mean with a lot of? We have a community already of over 50,000 people. Up front, everything I tell you here is in no case a financial or legal advice. Every numbers you see there, so means everything regarding any profits is just based on past performances. Of course, no guarantee for any future. So I don't give you any promise about something that's going out. The market is still risky. You should be aware of these risks. And if you decide to do something, please only put money inside which you can, in the worst case scenario, afford to lose. What do I mean by that? Please, no savings, no inheritance, nothing that you put away for the kids for college or something else, and also no loans and no borrowing money from someone. I said already, XFusion started on the 4th of December last year. This slide is a little bit old. The right numbers is that we are already in over, we say on the slides, 197 countries. Actually, these countries are not existing. This was based on ChatGPT. We are in over 160 countries worldwide with over 50,000 members. And our vision is to unite people in total 1 million and more till the year 2030. Because in the end, the biggest power you can have is when people go in the same direction, when people become more and more independent and know their value. And therefore we created the platform, not a simple product. A product doesn't help at all. A product is not fitting to anyone. People have different needs. And when it comes to finance, it's also very, very important that we start to diversify. When we put everything or build everything on one pillar, it's not stable. When you build a house, or I live in Dubai, I take this example all the time. Burj Khalifa, the highest building in the world. We see what is on top, but all these pillars they put in the ground, and there's many of them that actually it can stand, no one sees, but that's the most important thing. Also, we as human, we stand on two legs. One is a little bit shaky. So finance means, first of all, at least start with something. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't even start. Why? Because they don't get the right information. Or they think, I anyway don't have much and it doesn't make sense. Exactly at this point, it makes sense. Because in the end, money has just one purpose. And this is not consummation. The purpose of money is to make more money out of it, but do it smart. And we would like to help you with this with our platform where we have various opportunities. First of all, important, all these providers that we implement there are verified. So means we tested them up front with our own money. We spoke with the responsible persons in the back, and nothing what is here is not approved by us. We have solutions in the field of copy trading. We have very soon a payment solution. We have cryptocurrency solutions. We had and will have again trading signals. And top of that, this you heard already on Tuesday, digital tools, education, and travel. Speaking of the financial market, the biggest existing financial market is the Forex market. The Forex market has a daily trading volume of over 7 trillion US dollars. This is a huge amount of money. The only issue for us as the masses in this market is that mostly the winners are not on our end. They are the big investors, the institutional investors, banks, investment funds, family offices. All these can act on this market much, much better than me. Why? Because they have one thing that we unfortunately don't have. And this is a huge amount of money. Most of the people have a lack of money, unfortunately, and therefore, and both of them is playing together, we always search when we then start to do something for what? For solutions kind of rich overnight. So means very high promises in any returns or profit or whatever you may call this. But this is not how the market works. First of all, you can only take what the market gives you. And especially in times like these right now, where we are for a long time already worldwide in a financial crisis, where our monetary system changes completely. And on top of that, we have a lot of geopolitical influence with what's going on Russia, Ukraine, what's going on right now with the US, Iran, and all these things. Of course, this is influencing the markets. And you saw this when you take this example, Strait of Hormuz, when they open, close, and all these things, oil directly, and this is an asset you can trade, varies extremely in the price. This is risky. We, as so-called retail traders, was always searching for solutions where it looks amazingly nice on the screen that we make high profits. But you know what the problem is? 95% of them, and maybe you made this experience like I did many times, 95% of them very fast. All these accounts get terminated because the trader made a minus day. And guys, minus days are normal, but you should keep the risk at a low level. And this I will show you. We are as XFusion are a community. So we need a gateway to the market, and this is a broker. We decided to go with Tagmarkets, and Tagmarkets is an established broker since almost 3 years existing, started as an offshore broker, fully licensed and regulated by the FSC Mauritius. They have already, this number is also old, over 800,000 active clients with a monthly average trading volume of $347 billion. So we don't speak here about a small company, a so-called startup. We speak about a real established company with over 300 employees. This company, I've never seen like this before. First of all, we are directly connected to them. They have major offices, two of them. One is in Colombia and one is in Dubai, where I live. We know both founders, and this is not normal for an offshore broker because mostly they have a PO box. You don't have anyone to reach out to. Here, they really show face and they develop. They don't go lazy when they have success. No, they even go a step further. I told you they started as a purely offshore broker. Since this week, since this week, Monday, they are on top, not only offshore, they have a second license and second regulation by the FSCA South Africa. And I know many people have one thing when it comes to Forex. Out of experience, they are scared that in the end, the company itself can, for what reason ever, go bankrupt, the money is away or something. And you know, I would love to show you something what actually normally in this market is not possible. And this is, wait, comes directly. Give me one sec. Where is it? There. You see, this is a certificate. It doesn't look very exciting now, but actually it is. Normally, it is nearly impossible to insure a broker or in the end their clients against the bankruptcy or for whatever failing of paying out from the broker. The only, it's not even a company, but the only way you can do this is through Lloyd's London. Lloyd's London is the biggest insurance market existing. There is many people coming together and as so-called underwriter, they insure high risk profile companies. And the broker is a high risk profile company. And Tagmarkets has since the 29th of April a certificate, that they have a policy that each and every member, each and every client is insured with the amount of maximum 1 million US dollars against bankruptcy or payment failment from side of the broker. Guys, you need to really let this go inside. This is something that normally no one presents. This is security till the extent. And this shows me one more time that we chose the right partner to go with. Because this insurance is, of course, very expensive. They invest into infrastructure, they invest into everything, and they invest also in the security of their clients. And this is something what gives me the feeling we are really here. Oops, this was the wrong one, sorry. For the long term. Wait, I need to close this one. Give me 1 second. So closed. And going back there. So all of these, what I mentioned now, is very important. But we were searching for a solution for our community to give them the tools that the big players in the market are using. They have more money. I mentioned it already. But this money is coming mostly from where? This is coming from so-called amplifying. And we have here the opportunity with Tagmarkets that each and every of our community member have a capital boost of X24 on every dollar they put in as a deposit into trading. This boost X24 is extended till the end of May. Afterwards, it will go down on X12, what's still pretty amazing. But if people are interested in starting, they should not wait too long, because X24 is, of course, double the amount of X12. Let me explain you how amplifying works with a simple example. When you, for example, put $1,000, and you can do less or more, it's just an example, into your own account on the broker. This account, very important, is yours. It's completely separate from everything else from the broker. Each and everyone has an own account. You can see it like a bank account, only accessible through you. Here in this example, you put $1,000 inside as your principal / deposit. And now we assume we have a trading strategy which has, based on past performance, an average 1% monthly. This would mean a profit of $10. Here, most of the people already stay out and say, thank you very much, I'm out, I don't need, it's too less. Actually, it's not, because it's $10 more than you had before. And it's even more because normally we would use this money for consummation. And what you also need to keep in mind, these profits, we don't need to pay out directly. We can be smart and compound them, reinvest, and from there we even make with money out of profits more money. But now comes the part where Tagmarkets helps us extremely. They give this capital boost, not themselves. This is coming from so-called liquidity providers. What is a liquidity provider? These are the biggest banks existing. They give their money to pre-selected brokers. For what reason? For the reason of earning on fees which are coming from the market. Here, 24x means you have now $24,000 trading volume. The same copy trading strategy with very small risk, this I will explain you later, with 1% average monthly would now bring $240. So what we did here is not like normally we do, increasing the risk and hoping that it lasts a bit longer. We increased the capital, kept the risk low, and now we have the opportunity to go sustainable long term. Because in the market, you can go sustainable and long term when you are aware of risk and keep this very minimal. We have over 56 different copy trading strategies which Tagmarkets is offering. We highly recommend 2 of them. And there's a reason. This is Sonic and Neo FX. First of all, we tested them with our own money. We are heavily invested in them ourselves, and we know the traders in the back. How do they work? How do they act? What are they really what is their personality? On top of that, and that's important, everything is fully transparent. You can track every trade. Even if you don't trade yourself, copy trading is for each and everyone accessible because without any knowledge, without all your time that you need to invest in that, you can let an expert do the job and just connect and get his results copied to your account. And you can even track this backwards. Means we have proven long-term performances. We have for both of these strategies so-called MyFX book links. This is a track record which goes back, in case of NeoFX, almost 2 years now. You can look backwards in Sonic the same. You see each and every trade, you see the win-loss ratio, you see exactly what the trader did in the past. This risk management, and that's the most important thing, is very strong. There is a controlled and stable drawdown, means a maximum risk. And I would love to explain you this on the example of NeoFX. This trader is focusing and specializing himself on just one single trading pair. You can trade whatever you want in the Forex market. There's various opportunities, but it's always good to focus and specialize yourself because in the end, you can't predict the market, but you know how charts are mostly moving. The frequency he does, also important, is just one single trade per day and no trade stays open overnight. This alone reduce the risk extremely because sudden price changes overnight can result in what? In a high or even total loss. Much more important is that from the beginning, the trader has maximum 1% in risk of the whole capital. When we go back to this $1,000 example, this would mean if there is a losing day, which definitely will happen, happened yesterday, then just 1% is at risk, not this risk of a total loss, which is normally given on the market. How is this done? It's actually very easy. It's a very conservative way of trading. It's no gambling. It's trading as a reliable trader because when you trade third-party capital, not your own, you are responsible for other people's money. And there should be the focus first and foremost on avoiding high losses, not risking this capital. This is done by directly defining when opening the trade 2 points, take profit and stop loss. Take profit means the trade goes in the right direction, the trade is in plus, then we don't hope and sit there that it maybe goes higher. Upfront is defined at this point, this profit trade automatically closed. Much more important is when it goes the other way around. When we go into stop loss means the trade goes negative. Many traders try here to rescue something. They get emotional. And this is the wrong approach you can do in trading. When you try to rescue, mostly by emotions, you're driven, and this ends in a disaster. Rather, stay cold-blooded, close the trade with a minimal loss of here, in this case, 1%, and start all over on the next day. Here, the focus is quality over quantity. And this brings steady growth, consistency. And you know, one thing we can proudly say, and this I never had in my 26 years already in this industry, every single member over 50,000 is in plus. Every single member here earns money. There is not a single person who has less than they had before. And this really, it's very sad that we need to mention this, but yes, we need to mention, and this makes us proud. This shows, it's proof of concept that we are absolutely on the right track, because this is where the focus should go, that each and everyone, and we don't speak about you get rich overnight. How many times did we try this? A lot. How many times did it work out? Never. So let's go back to roots. Let's have a stable financial mindset and start to understand the market. Let us help with experts and can steadily grow our assets. And this is the live account of NeoFX. We started this account on the 23rd of October. We put it there, $20,000 inside with the capital boost of 24x. We speak about a trading volume of $480,000. In this period where this slide was made, it's a couple of weeks ago, the trader made 76 trades since the beginning. 67 of them positive and only 9 ended in a losing day. This is almost 90% win rate. That's outstanding. Much, much better even is that the maximum loss is 0.9%. Less than 1% was lost in between. And this ends up in a result. It's around 4.5 months that there is already $17,236 in profits there. So there is $20,000 that was paid in. This money is nothing else than a security deposit, which each and everyone can, if they want, get back after 30 days. This is also something what is different to many systems we know on the market where you pay what? A so-called entry fee. You bring something and on top of that you earn, but what you put in is not yours anymore. Here in this case, we speak about almost 100% profit, not return on invest. Your invest you can anyway take out at any time. If you do this, of course, the account will be closed, but keep in mind, it's your money. So no one gifts you anything. So this 480,000 would be in this case away. But just from my end, a little advice. I spoke already about using compounding, the best invention since there is mathematics. I never liked mathematics in school, but compounding, I understood. Because in the end, I make profits. Instead of taking them and giving them out for any consummation, I bring them back into account and let them also work for me. Here, the good thing is, for example, you have $100 in profit. You would reinvest them. You know what happens? You don't reinvest $100, you reinvest $2,400. So means this is also boosted. And by this, you accelerate in the end the growth of your assets. Everything, and as I said, is first of all transparent. You have control over it and is with the highest risk management. The capital, what you have, stays always under your control. This account is solely separate from each and everything else. You and only you have access to it. Maximum drawdown limit, I mentioned this already. We have 1%, but from the side of the broker is also that not more than 5% go into losses. Then they close these trades. A disciplined risk management, I explained it already, completely fully transparent. And what I said, very important, diversifying. You have many options to diversify, to spread in the end your money, that in case, and this can always happen, something on the left side goes wrong, you still have on the right side something that grows. To summarize, till now, the only thing you did is put money inside and let it work for you. There is no subscription, no monthly costs, no deduction of any commission. So no one, for example, this $1,000 you put inside, takes any commission away from this. This $1,000 goes directly and 100% into trading. No hidden fees. You can easily implement this in your daily routine because it's fully automated and your money works from the first day. But there is another part behind, and a broker, of course, is the business-related company. And they need to earn money. They don't offer their services, also a trader, not completely for free. But the good part is they charge you only when what happened, you are already profitable. So means you make profits, which are instantly withdrawable. They are yours, but you don't get 100% of these profits. You get 70%. And this doesn't need to disappoint you. Why? Because in the end, your money goes into trading, they trade for you, and you have now more than you had before. And then they come and say, one part is for our job. I love this. I would give them, of course, because I can decide now I have 70% more than I had before. And this 70% is not allocated into one single slice. No, it's divided in 3 parts. Here, the broker gets a part, the trader gets a part, and on top also the affiliate partner gets a part. And this I would love to explain you how we can earn on top of that, next to this passive income from trading, if we do one thing, using this, being satisfied with this, and just do one thing, refer this to someone else, giving this information. And in every trade, there is fees included, which is normally solely for broker, trader, and in this case, liquidity provider. This profit share, this 30%, also is normally the income of trader and broker. The good thing here is that the broker gives us out of their margin, really coming from the market, so means there's real value behind, gives us residual wise, as long as someone uses the product, gives the referrer residual over and over again out of their margin and income. This is marketing budget. Normally, what do they do with this money? A part goes into any advertisement, maybe on a Formula One car, in a football stadium, whatever. The much, much better way of marketing is affiliate marketing. Why? Because satisfied, happy clients or customers, whatever you may call them, when they refer this to someone else, this is much, much stronger than any advertisement printed somewhere or in TV or something else. So we have the process here, we have here the way that we can earn passive just by using the trading, or also actively helping to build this, to make this bigger, to make the business bigger and earn there out of the margin from the broker. And this is in 4 different income streams divided. First of all, it's the lot commissions. The lot commissions is the fee, which is deducted directly from each and every trade. Normally, as a client, you don't get anything from that. Here, we get 10 levels deep. So means when you refer someone, for example, me, and I like that, and I just refer further. And these people, again, 10 levels deep from you, you participate on these fees, starting from $2, sorry, in level 1, going down to $50 in level 10. And how long do you get this? As long as the people are using the trading. As long as they have their benefits from trading, as long the broker pays you this every single week. It's a residual income. The second, the profit share we saw already. From this 30%, a part goes into this affiliate program. Also 10 levels deep, starting from 4%. From every profit your direct referrals are doing, 4% going to you weekly payout, going down to 0.5% in level 10. We have here in this call, and I notice many people who already built huge teams all around the globe, and they say 10 levels is not really enough, because we know power of duplication doesn't go wide, it goes deep. And we took notice of this, and we also implemented therefore our infinity bonus. First of all, this infinity bonus, you need to qualify for that. There comes requirements with it. The first requirement is $100,000 in deposit without time limitation accumulated. Once you reach that, you unlock the first % infinity bonus. Then it goes 300,000, 1 million, 5 million, 20 million. By each and every one hitting these milestones, you unlock one more percentage till you reach the maximum of 5. What happens with that? It's just added to your basic percentages. So for example, $300,000 would mean deposits in your whole team, 2% infinity bonus. Then you don't have 4% here anymore, you have 6. In level 2, you have 5%. In level 3, 4%, and so on and so far. Important is now, this doesn't stop at level 10. You have no cutoff. It's infinitely deep. There is no cutting off of any level. You would get, in this case, 2% of all the profits of your community that you build. This is amazing income what I can build there. It's not fast like in many other companies where I get what? I sign someone up and get a part of his or hers investment. This is not right, because in the end, when someone wants to let money work for them, why do we deduct any commissions from that? We get on deposits nothing, but therefore we get, as long as the people are satisfied using that and having a benefit from that, as long we earn over and over again without any limitation. This is a stable and solid foundation you can build, which gives you a real increasing and stable income. Not this typical, oh, 1 month very good, then 2 months nothing, then we don't good. This is not given here. Here it is sustainability and clarity. On top, we would love you to also participate on the growth of the whole community. We have, said it already, over 50,000 members. We have around 30 million US dollars, actually real money in trading at the moment. This, with the boost of X24, is a lot what goes every single Monday to Friday into trading. These pools you can qualify for monthly. If you reach, for example, in May, $300,000 in deposits, 50-50 rule means it is not enough when you just have one single direct partner which you sign in and this person is extremely good and brings you all this volume. It needs to be at least two. If you reach that, you participate on 1% plus $1 lot commission of the whole XFusion community's profits and lots in this month. Of course, you share this with all these people who qualified for this pool. Last month, this was an extra income on top from over $3,000. Pool number 2 is reached when you have 1 million in the same period of time, means, for example, in May. There's also 1% plus $1.50 lot commission inside. Here, of course, because the requirement is higher, are less people, therefore also the income is higher. This is also not limited. When we have someone here who says, I want to build big, and I know over time I will reach more than 1 million in deposits monthly, then you can have multiple shares in this pool. 2 million means 2 shares, 3 million, 3 shares, and so on. One share brought an extra income last month of over $13,000. But from what? From the profits that the whole community is doing. Paid from where? Not taken away from the clients, taken from the margin of the broker. Residual income, stable, growing income from the company who provides the whole environment. This is an approach I love because we don't speak about any visions of something that needs to be built. Everything is there. It's completely established in the market. It's safe, it's strong, and it's developing. But that's not all. I know there's a lot of information and I speak a lot already, but there's 2 more which I would take just 5 minutes for. There is also another market which becomes much more important over time, and this is the crypto market. We all know that blockchain will be the future. It will take time till crypto is really mass adopted, but this will definitely come. But we have already a lot of people who are dealing with cryptocurrencies. We have access to a cryptocurrency exchange we started in February. This exchange is by invitation only. Who can invite there? People from our community. This exchange is mostly made for the best trading experience. You have everything there what you need to trade also in crypto. A copy trading ecosystem like we have also in the Forex part, automated trading bots, API trading, everything you wish for is possible here. You don't need to build this exchange, it's fully up and running. We can just refer this to someone else without them paying for it. They can just use this exchange. There will be 2 very interesting features implemented very shortly. The first is a known bank account within this exchange. Why is this important? The access to cryptocurrencies is getting more and more restricted. By whom? By, of course, the governments, because they don't want us to take the money out of the system they can control. Crypto is less controllable and therefore they restrict more and more the way, especially in Europe, to get into crypto. So it means your bank, as soon as they see you send money to a crypto related company, not everyone, but mostly, this gets rejected. But when you send money from yourself to yourself, no one will reject that. Means the way into crypto is for many people who didn't do it before much, much more easy. On top of that, because an exchange especially when they're big, they act more and more like banks. The more assets are lying on this exchange, the higher is the risk. Why? When we take, for example, Binance. Binance is number one. All these assets that are on Binance are not backed up. Binance couldn't pay out every single asset stored on their exchange when every customer would say, please give me my coins or tokens back. How to solve this? Very easy. With an own full custodial wallet, it's a little bit, maybe people don't understand, but this means you have your own wallet just placed, you use the whole environment of the exchange, but it's not from the assets combined with everything else. You are the only one who have 100% control of your assets. These tools alone make crypto people who are used to this market very, very interested in this exchange. Just give it to them, let them try. And now comes the very good part. How does an exchange earn money? On fees. Every time people sell, buy, swap, trade, whatever do crypto stake, there is a so-called gas fee. This is the income of the exchange itself. The majority here means 60% of these fees are going back to where? To the community. On top of that, we can also earn residual-wise on fees coming from the crypto market. But that's not all. By the end of this month, we make this completely round, the whole concept. We spoke about money earning. Now we speak about how to get this money back into the market to also money spending. It's not that we need to save up everything or invest everything. We also live and we spend money. Also, here is a smart way, especially when you deal with cryptos, to use the BIX.FI debit card, which is actually not only a debit card, it's a decentralized crypto wallet. When you have $9.99 on this crypto wallet, you can directly apply for a virtual card, which you get within a couple of minutes. You link this to Apple Pay or Google Pay and spend money online all over the world in any merchant which accepts Visa. Absolutely no problem. If you want to go physical and also deduct money from an ATM, no problem. You can get this card in over 179 countries worldwide. The same issuer and provider as ReadOutPay means the biggest existing at the moment, and you can choose between 3 different cards: plastic, metal, or gold. What you choose is just what you like the most. The functions are completely identical. There is no difference if you choose a plastic or a real gold card. You see the prices are very, very different. This is just up on your choice. Functions are the same. What will come, and it's very interesting, is soon there will be also a banking on and off ramp function. Means you can use, especially now for the US, Swift. You can do transfers. You can pay things like with a bank account. For Europe, there is SEPA in between. So this card is not only a card where you can spend money, you can also transfer from A to B. Key features, I mentioned already, Apple Pay and Google Pay already. No, zero spending limits. If you spend $1 or $1 million or above, you can spend everything that you have on this card. There's no one who restricts you, like in many, many other cards that say maximum 10,000 a month or something else. It's completely up to you. It's a very easy way to store your cryptos and spend them in the real world. Because crypto people like me, we always had this issue. It's nice that we earn a lot of cryptos, but how to get them back into the fiat currency system. With this card, very easy. Nearly instant loading times. A lot of other providers, they take up to sometimes 24 hours till the assets are on the card. So imagine, and this happens for me very often, I'm somewhere abroad, like right now. Right now, I'm in Thailand, and I need to fast pay something and see, oh shit, there is nothing on my card. I can load it within seconds. I don't even need to convert it into currency. I can pay with cryptos. And on top of that, no loading fees. You deposit and nothing is deducted. The only time where there is a fee occurring, and that's normal, is between the card company and the merchant. So we pay with it, and there's a fee, which of course the debit card company earns because that's their income. 40% of that. Why? Because they give also here, the majority of the fees means 60% back into the community as a reward that we as community make them bigger. You should maybe ask yourself, why are they doing this? It's very easy. An active community who has really a benefit from all of this, from referring, will do everything that these companies, these products will reach the top. Therefore, this I said on Tuesday, XFusion, the power is community, being united. And this is what each and every big company or company that wants to get big is seeking for. Communities, active communities, people that really stand behind the whole system, and therefore you reward them. And we are in the lucky position that we can use all of this. Thank you very much. I know it was a lot of information. I hope the head is not exploding right now. Important is that you got an impression of what we are doing here, what we are offering. All of this, what you heard, is proven. Many people over 50,000 are using this already. The questions that you maybe still have in your head can be easily solved by you now speaking with the person who invited you, clarifying all of this, and then decide if you want to jump on this train or if you say, listen, that's not mine, and that's also okay. This is what I said in the beginning. What is good for me doesn't need to be necessarily good for you. For me, it's just important that I gave you the right informations and that no one afterwards can blame me and say, Michael, why didn't you? First and foremost, I would blame myself because I would love to share everything that, in my opinion, is good. Alicia, maybe you want to say some words at the end. I'm short in breath right now. I'm speaking a lot early in the morning. If you're there, Alicia, please, couple of words. I'm happy really to build this in the US big. Guys, trust me, you have my full support, and I'm happy about each and every member that joins our community. Alicia, over to you.
What a presentation. Thank you for taking time out to support us. And he's always willing to support us, ladies and gentlemen. Just give him some love right now. Give him some love. Drop a one in the chat or give him some emojis. Thank you so much for everything you've done. This was a phenomenal webinar. We got a lot of information. And guess what? I think the last call was like 30 people. We doubled it. It was 67 at one point. So we're climbing this ladder with the numbers. The next call will be more and more because we're going to continue to invite and share. Thank you for everything.
My pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing like this. Yes, I know everybody likes shiny, quick, fast money, but this is what we need. We need something consistent, sustainable, stable, transparent. We have that with XFusion. And this is why my number one priority, running with all my might, to share this with as many people as I can. I encourage all of you that are here, that invited someone, if you are a guest, give back to the person that shared it with you. Thank you, everybody for joining. Let's go, let's grow together. Michael, have the most amazing day. We appreciate you.
One thing is very important. I see right now the chat, and there's a very important question regarding the policy of insurance. Only 1 year contract. Yeah, that's quite normal. They don't insure over years, but you always can extend this. These high risks, these type of risks are maximum for 1 year, and then afterwards you sit together because maybe something changes, also the amount of people that needs to be insured, and of course they need to increase then also the amount they need to pay. So that's normal that you have 1 year, but you can always extend this. That's what's important for me to mention. This question was very good. With this I would love to end the call also from my end. Thank you very much for tuning in. And guys, let's spread this information. That's all we need to do. And people afterwards can decide if they want to join or not. Thank you. I wish you all the best. Take care. And we see you very fast. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Good night.